Good day, everybody, and happy Easter. I'm in the car on a lovely sunny Easter Sunday, heading to the park with my two pups in tow, little Miss Kenzie and little Miss Trinity. And thought I'd make a video, because why not? I haven't done one in a little while. But as I said before, now that the nice weather is returning, I will be making more videos in the car, just because I'm going to the park more, and that seems to be the ritual. If Trinity starts barking, I'm sorry. That's just her way of saying hello. Anyway, I don't know if you caught the Casual AF live stream last night. If you didn't, I can put a link in the description, or you can just, use your fingers and go to the Irving Twin YouTube channel and watch it there. Yesterday I had the distinct pleasure of donning the Captain Canada, no, that's what everybody else calls me, donning the Canada Man costume and going out and holding a sign, waving at drivers for the Burlington PPC rep Michael Bator, and it was quite an experience. I was dressed in full costume, holding a big old purple sign that said Bator for Burlington, and yeah, waving at passersby. Got quite a few honks, a few waves, some thumbs up, and a few people giving me the one finger salute as well, which I thought was entertaining. Now, I get it if you don't support the party or you don't support the guy, but you don't need to be a dick about it. It's just, people were flipping me the bird, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I waved. I don't care. There was a guy out there who had a really cool Cybertruck. Most people don't like the Cybertruck, but I like it. I actually think it's kind of cool. I'm one of these weird cats who likes quirky things. I like the Aptera because it's a three-wheel car. I like the Cybertruck because it looks like it's something you'd see in a Lego kit or something like that. I like P90s because they're a funky, weird-looking gun. They're also really ergonomic if you've ever held one. P90s, they're a joy to shoot. Anyway, this guy had a cool Cybertruck. It was a matte black wrap, which you don't see a lot. You see either just a straight silver, or you don't see a Cybertruck at all. But this guy got it entirely wrapped in this matte black color, and I'm like, dude, I love your car. I was waving at him, putting my thumbs up, and he put his thumbs down. He did not like who I was supporting, but it was okay. I'm like, hey, whatever, man. You got a cool car regardless. Now, the guy who was campaigning, or waving a sign for Michael Bator, he's a nice guy. He's he's been at this for a while. He's been the PPC rep running in each federal election for 4 or 5 years now. Since 2021, I guess. Or maybe before, maybe 2019. I don't know. Anyway, he's dedicated. He's dedicated to becoming the MP for Burlington in the House of Commons. He's putting the work in. He's getting the volunteers, and he seems very, very invigorated for it. And I'm hopeful that he has some success there. I have no illusions about PPC's chances of this election, but my hope is that there are some people out there who see through the spin, see through the narrative of there's only two choices, and if you want change, you got to vote Pierre Poilievre. Look, I believe that Pierre Poilievre is probably going to win this election, and I still think that he's going to get a majority, albeit probably a slim one. I don't think the polls are accurate that put Mark Carney ahead or make Mark Carney, incredibly close. He's nobody, right? Up until he was tapped by Trudeau to be the Prime Minister in his absence, nobody had heard of him, even though he's been around politics and been involved in stuff for years. But not to mention, he's completely uncharismatic. Pierre Poilievre is the opposite. He actually has charisma. But I want to talk about this whole notion of vote splitting. And I may have said this before in other videos, but this notion that a party that actually stands on conservative principles like the PPC will take votes away from the CPC, the Conservative Party of Canada. It's a non-starter. It doesn't make any sense. The truth of the matter is the CPC are the liberal light. The CPC have the exact same policies and exact same ideas about government as the LPC. The only real conservative party here in Canada is the PPC, Maxime Bernier's party. And since he formed the party, what, almost 8 or 9 years ago, maybe 10, I'm not sure, he's been on the same platform. He's been on the same principles. He's been standing on quasi-libertarian principles. Government should be small. I mean, people say it's traditional conservative principles. Government should be small and should be out of people's lives. People deserve property rights. People deserve, to have those property rights recognized by the government. We need to maintain our culture. These things have all been part of his platform from the beginning. And when you compare it to what Pierre Poilievre, the CPC, are standing for, it's night and day. Pierre Poilievre is a big government politician. He's only ever had a career in politician. He's been in politics since he was 24 years old. He believes that government is a force for good, and the government exists to make people's lives better. I am staunchly against that idea. I don't believe that's the purpose of government. I believe the purpose of government is to protect the rights of the citizens. Hello, monkey. What are you doing? She's a cutie. But yeah, when you look at the PPC, they're the only ones who are calling for that. They're the only ones calling for a smaller government. They're the only ones calling for putting a moratorium on immigration, for instance. And we need that. We don't have that voice, and the problem is that our media poo-poos those ideas as racist, xenophobic, backwards, old-fashioned, that kind of stuff. But those are conservative principles. I made a sort of primer for my American viewers. If you're looking at the Canadian political landscape and you're trying to figure out who's who, who's what, don't think of the LPC as the Democrats and the CPC, the Conservative Party of Canada, as the Republicans. That's really not the case. Those are both Democrats. Both of our major parties in Canada are Democrats. You've got the NDP, which would be equivalent to the Communist Party of the United States. And Maxime Bernier's PPC is the closest thing that Canadians have to a Republican Party, a traditional Republican Party. But anyway, that's where we are here in Canada. Election is in about 7 days, I guess. 7 or 8 days. It's on the 28th. I've already voted. I voted early, which was a complete mess. God, they were inefficient. But I got it done. And I'm, like I said, I'm hopeful for the PPC to make some gains this time around. That way, people can say, "Oh, they don't even have a seat." People can't say that anymore, or they're not even represented in government. They're not even a real party. Stop. She's gonna start barking. Anyway, I should end it here because she's gonna start losing her shit. Here we go, lane open. She's gonna start barking her head off because she's excited. Morning. And yeah, folks, like, share, subscribe, watch us on Ammunition, which is a semi-regular live stream we do every Saturday night at 10 p.m. every other Saturday night at 10 p.m. Won't be one this week, unfortunately. I'll be out of the country, but yeah, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and leave a comment down below, just so I know what your thoughts are. Okay, take care, folks. Bye-bye.